Okay, so this is gonna be part two to what if Deku found Stormbreaker. So let's get into it.
Up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome, I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah, I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
So where I last left off, it was the end of the entrance exams. So let's continue. So Deku, he's walking to school, or no, he takes the train, and everyone just like stares at him because they're just wondering why a kid is holding an axe. And I must say that there, like, as he gets off the train, I must say that there was like security at the train station, and they would like stop Deku because like he can't be holding a weapon, and and Deku would have to say that this is his quirk and all that. So they would let him go, like, get past them. Then he would continue on his way to UA. So as Deku gets there, like, he opens the door and he sees like the same thing as in canon, like Bakugo and Ida arguing, and then Ida would come up to him and tell him, or like greet Deku and tell him that he knew more things about the exams than he knew, so he's like a better student than him. And Deku would just like thank him and all that, and he would just go to sit down. Then Uraraka would show up and thank him for saving him, or saving her. So, yeah. Then Aizawa would show up and tell the whole class that they would be going outside to do a test. And so they were like complaining, but Deku doesn't really care, so he starts walking towards like the locker rooms and to go change, and everyone else does the same. So Deku, he's walking, he arrived at the locker rooms, and he just starts changing. He has his axe like next to him, and I'll say that Kirishima would ask Deku like what's his axe for, and Deku would say like it's my quirk, and Kirishima would say like, oh cool, and he would try to go to pick it up, but it wouldn't move, or it's too heavy, and Kirishima would say like, huh, like why is this so heavy, like you're like how are you able to lift it? And Deku would say like only I can lift it, and Kirishima would say like really, like that's kind of cool. So Bakugo just scoffs at that. Then Deku would make his way outside, and he will be waiting for his whole class, and they would arrive, and Aizawa would start explaining what they're gonna do, and they would throw a ball to Deku, and Aizawa would tell Deku to go throw the ball with his quirk. So Deku would go throw the ball, and he's like charging up like lightning around his body, and he's not holding his axe, and so as he throws it, he shoots like a giant like a thunderbolt, so it would shoot really fast and really far away, and I'm gonna say it would get I think I said that Deku was at 50% of One For All. I don't know. I don't really look back at my videos. I think I did, though. So, Deku, or not, the ball would go, I'm gonna say, 2,351 meters. Just why not? So, everyone is just shocked. As I was a little bit shocked too, because like he didn't think that this kid or yeah, this kid didn't have had that much power. So the test continues. Deku would get first place in almost all of them except for the ball throw. So Deku would well, he would get first place overall in the test. And yeah. So that day ends and Deku, he goes home and like he tells his mom that he's going to go train. So he does so. I must say that he goes to the forest to go train. And I think I made Stormbreaker where like Thor can talk to Deku in the first part. Like I don't really remember, but I think I did, or I made Stormbreaker can talk to Deku. So I'm gonna just say that Thor is talking to Deku right now, and he's saying that like he shouldn't rely on Stormbreaker like all the time because like people can like take it away from him, like even though they can't really lift it, but like if like if he like couldn't like use Stormbreaker, he would have to like defend himself. So Deku would work on his shoot style, and Deku would be able to move like pretty fast. I'm gonna say like so like he has 50% of one for all, so I don't know how fast he would be. So yeah, but he does work on his shoot style, and I'm gonna say that he would be able to shoot lightning from his hands as well. Like I think I already mentioned that in the last part. Like, but yeah, so like he works on his shoot style. He works on like different techniques or like different types of kicks and punches. So yeah. So the next day would arrive. Deku would arrive at school. Then All Might would appear and would say like I am here and all that. And everyone would get excited that All Might is teaching the class. So yeah. Then All Might would tell everyone to get into their hero suits, and everyone does. And I would say Deku's hero suit is like Thor's, like right here, like in the picture. And I would say that he has the red cape as well. And everyone would have their hero suits on. And I would say that Deku is like his is like kind of bland, like it doesn't really like stick out or like stand out. But like everyone like says that his costume is pretty cool. So yeah. Then All Might would like explain what they're going to be doing and all that. And I'm gonna say that it's Kaminari and Deku and versus Bakugo and Ida, cause why not? So Deku and Kaminari would think of a plan, and I would say that Deku would come up with would like say, can you like absorb electricity? And Kaminari would say like, yeah, I can. And Deku would say like if we're like versing both of them at the same time, I can you can absorb my electricity or like my lightning, so you can have more power. And Kaminari would say like, oh, okay, that sounds yeah, all right. So like they would think of a plan. Then All Might would say go to start the whole heroes versus villains. So they're walking in. So yeah, they're just walking in. Then Bakugo would come out of nowhere, shoot from the corner and throw an explosion. Deku would move Kaminari out the way, and Deku would or Kaminari no Deku would shoot lightning towards Kaminari so Kaminari can absorb it. And Kaminari would be able to shoot it, or like Deku would tell Kaminari to shoot the lightning, and Kaminari would say like, no, I can't, I will hurt you. And Deku would say like, it's okay, I have a high immunity to lightning. And so Kaminari would shoot the lightning everywhere, and it would electrocute Bakugo. And Deku doesn't really feel it. Like, he just feels like it just tickles a little bit to him. Then Kaminari would get like he would become dumb, like his brain would get fried. So Kaminari's like, he can't really do anything. So Deku would tell Kaminari to like sit down, and he does that. And Deku, he would like start fighting with Bakugo. Bakugo would shoot an explosion towards Deku. Deku would dodge, and he would punch Bakugo in the stomach. And he's not really using Stormbreaker because he doesn't want to like actually kill Bakugo. So I would say that Bakugo would do like his whole gauntlet explosion, like in canon, and Deku would like block it, but it would make a huge hole in the wall behind Deku, and Bakugo would charge towards Deku, and he would push Deku off the building, but Deku would use Stormbreaker to fly, and Bakugo or like not Deku would be chasing Bakugo like from like they're in the air, they're like flying around. Deku would be shooting lightning out of Stormbreaker. Bakugo would be like, he would be dodging like some of the lightning, but he would get hit like a few times. And he would also be shooting explosions to to collide with the lightning. And I must say that Bakugo would have like his other gauntlet like ready, so he would use that gauntlet to shoot the massive explosion. But Deku would throw a Stormbreaker towards Bakugo, and it would just cut right through the giant explosion, and it wouldn't hit Bakugo, but the Stormbreaker would be charging up a lot of like lightning, and once like it came close to Bakugo, it just let out like a huge blast of lightning, and Bakugo would get like knocked out by this. Deku would set him on, like I want to say like he would fly down and set him on the ground and put the capture tape on him. Then Deku would fly up back towards the building. He would be looking for the bomb. He's like outside. He would see Ida in next to the bomb, and he would he would break through the window, and he would charge towards Ida. Ida would charge at him. Ida would throw a kick. Deku would dodge and punch him in the chest, and like uppercutting him, so like Ida would go straight towards the roof. But Ida would get back up, and he would charge at Deku again. Ida would throw another kick, and Deku would throw a kick towards him, so they would like collide with each other. And like huge like air pressure would be going off like everywhere in the building. And then Deku would be shooting lightning towards Ida. Ida would be dodging most of it, and then he would go for a kick, and he would actually like hit Deku. Deku would get sent towards the bomb, and he's about to touch it, but Ida would go for another kick, and he would hit Deku again. And Deku would say like, "You're strong," and Ida would say like, "Yeah, you're strong as well." And they would continue fighting. Eventually, Deku would get Ida off guard, and he would shoot like a massive wave of lightning towards Ida. Ida would get paralyzed, and he would fall towards the ground, and Deku would touch the bomb, and they would win. So like All Might would declare that the hero team wins, and I was like, so like Bakugo, Ida, and I guess Kaminari would get sent towards Recovery Girl. And the matches would go the same, except like I think Kaminari was like paired up with Jiro and Cannon, so Uraraka would be paired up with Jiro and whoever they were versing. So yeah, that's the only thing that was different. So the next day would happen. They're on the bus towards the USJ. They're just talking about random stuff. Sue would ask Deku what's his quirk. Deku would explain that like he can he can use lightning, and he has his axe that he can like fly around with, and he can shoot lightning out of the axe, and he doesn't need the axe to shoot lightning. From like he can shoot like lightning from his hands and all that. And Sue would think that that's a pretty neat quirk, and Deku would also tell her that the only like no one else can lift up his axe, and it's only him. And I must say that Bakugo would like get mad at this, and he would say like, "Oh yeah," and he would try to pick it up, but it would like it wouldn't like budge, and Bakugo just looked like an idiot in front of like the whole class, and they kind of started to laugh at him, and he like got even angrier, and he started to scream at the whole class. And then Aizawa would tell Bakugo to be quiet, and they're here. So they would arrive. Deku would pick up Stormbreaker, and they meet 13. 13 would start explaining what they're going to be doing. And then the villains would attack. So, yeah, the villains would attack. Aizawa would jump down and tell 13 to protect the class. And they would get separated. Like in canon, Deku would get like teleported toward with Sue and Mineta, like in canon, in the shipwreck zone. So like as Deku lands in the water, like he sees the shark villain about to attack him, but Sue would attack the villain, and Deku would fly out of the water, and Sue would grab Mineta and jump towards the boat. They would land on the boat, and Sue would say like, "They got us surrounded. What are we gonna do?" And Deku would say like, "Can you like since you have the powers of a frog, can't you jump really high and far?" And Sue would ask, "Yeah," and Deku would say like, "I'll distract the villains while you guys make a run for it," and Sue would say like, "No, that's too dangerous. Like, they're all they outnumber you and all that." And Deku would say like, "Just trust me." So Deku would fly up, and he would throw his axe. Not throw the axe. He would shoot lightning from his hand, like his left hand, and that would like create like it would just like electrocute and like the villains in the water, because like water can conduct electricity and all that. So yeah, like Sue would jump towards the middle of the USJ. Deku would fly towards Sue, and they would see Aizawa getting beaten up by the Nomu. Deku would would charge at the Nomu, and he would use his axe, like use Stormbreaker to cut the Nomu's arm, and the Nomu would just start regenerating, and the Nomu would hit Deku and sending him flying towards a wall. Deku would get back up, and Deku would throw Stormbreaker towards the Nomu, and the Stormbreaker is just he's just distracting the Nomu. The Stormbreaker is spinning around the Nomu, like shooting like lightning like everywhere, like just to distract him. Then Deku would use his his full cowling and shoot style, and he would charge towards the Nomu. And then Deku would he would punch the Nomu in the face, and the Nomu, he wouldn't really budge. No, he would. And he would get sent back like Nomu would get sent back. Sorry if you can hear that. Like, I don't know what my neighbors are doing outside, but I'm sorry. Anyways, so as so the Nomu like wouldn't really like he would get sent back, but the Nomu would just like get back up and charge towards Deku. Deku would block the Nomu's attacks, and Deku would shoot lightning at the Nomu. Then Shigaraki would tell Deku that he can't kill the Nomu because it was made to kill All Might, and it has super regeneration and shock absorption. And Deku would say like, those are the two quirks, huh? Thanks for telling me. And Shigaraki would say, wait, what? And Deku would be like circling around the villain. Like he wouldn't be attacking it. He would be dodging the Nomu's attacks, and Deku looks for a weak spot, and then Deku would spot the brain, and like he would grab Stormbreaker and cut the Nomu's head off, and like Shigaraki would or not Shigaraki, the Nomu would drop towards the ground, and it would die. And Shigaraki would say like, "What did he just do?" And Deku would say, "I went for the head." And if you get that reference, you're cool. Yeah. So then All Might would arrive, and as he would arrive, Shigaraki and Kirigiri would leave. So All Might and the rest of the heroes would arrest the villains that were there, and yeah. So I'm gonna end it off here. I hope you guys like this part. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.